Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at the CSEC Social Studies January 2021 paper 2 questions. Specifically for this video, we will be looking at question 1. We have seen over the years where the Social Studies past paper questions for paper 2 right, has been repeating themselves. So it is important that you pay close attention to the paper 2 questions when you're studying for your CSEC Social Studies examination, right? So again, we are looking at the January 2021 paper 2, specifically question 1. Okay, students, let us begin. Question 1 says, define the term incest. Now, the verb in this question is defined, right? And it's just 2 marks. So we are just going to write the definition for the term incest. One point to remember, when you're going to answer your questions, you are supposed to do so in complete sentence. So incest is sexual intercourse between closely related persons for 2 marks. Question 2, state 2 effects incest may have on a family for 2 marks. Now the verb in this question is state, so we are just going to write our answers in complete sentence. 2 effects of incest on a family are: 1, it causes emotional and mental damage to victims. 2, victims may have a negative attitude towards sexual relationship, right, as a result of incest negative connotations such as fear. And thirdly, members of the family may experience low self-esteem. So the question asks for 2 effects incest may have on a family, and I have given you 3. And the next question is question B. A young couple is planning to start a family. Outline 2 actions this couple may take to prepare themselves for parenthood. Now, the verb in this question is outline. So, and it's 4 marks. So what we're going to do, we're going to state our answers, and we're just going to write a little bit more on our answers so that we can get that 4 full marks. Remember to write your answers in complete sentence. So here we go. 2 actions this couple may take to prepare themselves for parenthood are being financially stable. It is important that as a couple, when you're planning to start your family, you are financially stable so that you can meet the economic needs of a child. You know, the child would have the need for shelter, food, clothing, medical care, and if you're not financially stable, you will not be able to meet those needs. Secondly, you will have to be emotionally and psychologically prepared so that you'll be able to love the child unconditionally, right? So that you'll have the strength, the emotional strength to have patience to deal with difficulties of child rearing. It is very difficult, so emotionally you will have to be strong. As a couple also, you'll also have to pursue an education, right? So you can acquire the skills to secure an employment, right? So as we know, a stable job will ensure a steady and adequate income, right, which you will need to cater for the economic needs of the family. Finally, another action that this couple may take to prepare themselves for parenthood is to ensure that they create a perfect environment for the child. Let it be healthy. The environment should be peaceful and filled with educational materials, right? So those are just some of the actions that this couple may take in order to prepare themselves for parenthood. Now, question C, substance abuse is an issue that can create problems for a family. 1, suggest 3 actions that an association for the protection of the family may take to prevent or reduce the occurrence of substance abuse in the family. Part B of the question is explain how each actions suggested is likely to be successful. So this type of question you will see very often on your social studies examination paper. It is a two-part question. Part A is asking you to suggest some actions to a problem, right? And in this case, you are asked to suggest 3 actions that an association for the protection of the family may take to prevent or reduce the occurrence of substance abuse in the family. Part B of the question, which carries a different total from Part A, this part carries 6 marks. You are asked to explain how each of the actions that you have suggested in Part 1 or in Part B is likely to be successful. Do not make the mistake of answering both part of the question in the same paragraph. So what will happen? You'll receive 6 marks, but you'll also lose another 6 marks because the question is consisted of 2 parts. So you are best advised to write your action 1, for example, then you write the explanation or justification of why you believe that the action is likely to be successful. Now, for this question, I have identified a number of strategies that the Association for the Protection of Families can help to reduce substance abuse in a family. So even though the question asks you for 3 strategies, I have given you about 6 strategies that when studying for your examination, you will have variety of answers that you can choose from. So strategy 1, they can encourage family members to be positive role models, right, for other family members, which can help prevent drug abuse in the family. Strategy 2, visiting schools to educate children from an early age about substance abuse. Strategy 3, using social media or the mass media to advertise how substance abuse can affect families. Strategy 4, choosing ambassadors to promote, educate, and spread the message of abstinence from substance abuse. Strategy 5, using educational presentations and sharing data to inform families about substance abuse. Now, even though I have given you 5 strategies for you to choose from, I am only going to show you how you can approach a question like this, right, using about 2 or about 3 or 4 of these strategies. So the rest of strategies that I will not be looking at, you can practice answering those questions using the strategies. So this is how you will approach a question such as this. Strategy 1, visiting schools to educate children from an early age about substance abuse. Now, my justification for this is this will work because students will be educated about substance abuse from an early age. So knowing the implications of substance abuse, they will be aware and informed of what they should do if they are tempted to get involved in substance abuse. This will also work because the children will also be able to educate their families about substance abuse, right? And that was just strategy one with my action and my justification. Strategy 2, encouraging families to be positive role models can help to prevent drug abuse in the family. Justification, this will work because once you have a better understanding of addiction and its causes, you must be a role model to family members now. And also, they will be proactive if and when they notice the signs and symptoms of substance abuse. When you see a loved one or a family display the behaviors that point to substance abuse, you must leap into action, be open and available to listen, practice empathy, and offer to help if it is needed. So I want you to notice the approach that I take in answering my questions and how I would write my answers. Strategy 3, The Association for the Protection of the Family can use educational presentations, workshops, seminars, brochures, websites, and sharing data to inform families about substance abuse. Now, justification for this action: this will work because educating families about the causes, effects, and implications of substance abuse will prevent families from using substance abuse. This will also work because families will also be educated on the importance of, for example, locking up their prescription medications to keep them from misuse, right? Theft and also poisoning. This will also work because the information presented on brochures, etc., will always be reminded or will always serve as a reminder to families not to abuse drugs. Strategy 4: using social media, mass media to advertise how substance abuse can affect families. Advertisement can be in the form of skits, banners, cartoons, animations, role plays, etc. Now, why do I believe that this will work? This will work because interactive platforms such as Facebook and Twitter have become important sources of public information, and these social media platforms are powerful tools, right, that can be used to reach families all over the world. The association can post role plays, banners, animations, informations on substance abuse that will prevent families from abusing drugs. This will also work because the association can create podcasts, Facebook groups, Twitter chats, chat room meetings, and mental health apps to help prevent or help to reduce substance abuse in families. Strategy 5, and the final one: choosing ambassadors to promote, educate, and spread the message of abstaining from substance abuse. Now, why do I believe that this will work? This will work because families within communities will be educated about substance abuse through face-to-face interaction with these ambassadors, right? So by visiting homes and educating families, they will constantly be reminded of the dangers of substance abuse. So we have come to the end of this paper. I hope that it was informative. You have learned how to answer questions on the paper 2 past paper questions, right? And the different approaches, the different answers that you can use in answering your questions. If you want to see another video like this one, go over to my channel, Griffith CSEC Social Studies class, and watch all the other paper 2 question and answer videos. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please help me to reach more people. Subscribe, like, and share this video. I will see you in another video.